Hello everyone, good morning, good evening and good afternoon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are now on, what is the date today? Let's have a look. It is the 2nd of February and I started prep 4 days ago. So we started on Monday. Now my previous video you saw that essentially that was like my off-season food. I am currently on a rest day, so I thought I would take you through a day in life and also my updated foods on a rest day and what I eat and kind of what I get up to in the day. As you've obviously seen, I woke up at 7, got myself ready for the gym. I've now got myself a membership at Pure Gym because I'm doing the Stairmaster. And
so
where are you going to use that?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. So Reese has brought, so he's staying over mine for a couple of days and he's decided to bring his treadmill. So yes, he's brought a treadmill to my house. Anyway, I woke up, did cardio. So currently my cardio is at 30 minutes per day, fasted. And then I'm now gonna have my first meal. It is 10 to 9 because I also did some posing in the, what was it called? The studio. So yeah, that is literally my morning. I'm gonna show you my, you good?
yeah, no.
I'm gonna show you my foods and also just show you my day. So sit back and relax. I also got told off that my videos were too short. 16 minutes apparently isn't long enough. So I'm gonna try and talk your ear off today and hopefully the video will be long enough for you. So fingers crossed. I also will be talking about why I switched to bikini, so stay tuned for that. Nothing has really changed about my first meal. I'm still having a bagel, 2 eggs and 2 turkey bacon, but I have actually changed the jam and popped it into my post-workout meal just so I can, just because I wanted to have, you know, like a bagel with the egg and the bacon inside of it, just preference. So that is what I'm having this morning alongside with my new coffee. This little machine, I think it's called a cafetiere, I'm not entirely sure, but is the best thing I have bought in my whole entire life. I did actually have this when I was in Canada, the Airbnb supplied one, and honestly you can choose like different coffee granules and blends. If you want to level up your coffee game, get yourself one of these from Amazon because they are just absolutely stunning.
Let's say we go up to 600 grams of carb, and then we have ideally the plan would be to bridge the gap when body weight comes down and we're in this pull. We have another 4 or 5 hour deload is, if you imagine when it comes to you being able to put on more muscle. So I think everything's in the right spot, and like I said, the high days will be coming in next week.
It's a bit chaotic downstairs because Reese is doing check-ins and he's got his treadmill, so apologies if it's not as aesthetic as it was on our first session, you know, and you can hear every little thing. However, I just wanted to show you my first meal. So I did also forget to mention that I also do have a banana in the morning as well. I just know that this meal is going to change so soon and it's just going to be egg whites and turkey bacon. So I'm just savouring this at the moment. I've got to literally finish my uni report today, and then I've got a few other bits going on. I'm gonna be going on the sunbed today for the first time in ages because this paleness is just making me insecure, okay? Like I do not, and I repeat, do not look mixed race. I look plain old white English, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just like a little bit of colour onto my skin. And I'm gonna get on with some uni work in this lovely nursery of an office. But things so far with prep haven't been that difficult. Obviously, as you would expect 4 days into a prep. I don't feel hungry at all. Cardio is really, really easy in the morning. It's just 30 minutes every day. Quite nice to get a sweat on and get up early. I used to think it would be really, really difficult, but I think, you know, I actually really do like getting up, going to the gym, walking to the gym, walking back, because it helps me get a few steps in, because currently I'm already at 5.7k steps and it's only 9 o'clock. Usually I would have 6k steps at like 6 p.m. Best day today, so super excited to get shit done, because this is the day where I am most productive in terms of admin. You wanted a true day in life? Well, there it is. Come on, we're an hour in. I've got to finish this shit today. Oh my god, I've spent all morning on this. It is 12:36 now. If you want to know how I basically fit in everything with work, uni, social life training, bodybuilding, cardio, steps, you prioritize. This has to be my most expensive meal on my plan. Smoked salmon, Reese, costs £5. £5 for one meal. It's more than a meal deal. Huh?
Smoked salmon?
Yeah, smoked salmon.
It's not really about anything other than making money. Like natural template, you can't enter until you're
Meal 2. So I've got another bagel. Still living the high carb life, to be honest. I know that's not going to probably carry on. I've got my check-in tomorrow, and then 140 grams worth of salmon, which is a lot of salmon. I need a mortgage. I need a mortgage because this meal cost me like £6 on its own. Absolute daylight robbery, can't believe it. I don't know about you, but do you guys find that, like, even though you go for like a weekly food shop, you're constantly going to the shop every single day? A, because you've forgotten something. B, because you need more of something that you bought on the weekly shop. Or C, just because you fancy something. Obviously, it's not because I fancy something, but I might get a Pepsi Max just because I like it. But do you find that you go to the shops too? Because I swear I'm flat out broke half the time because of how much I shop. Food shop. This is starting to become a reoccurring thing when I pretend that I didn't get into the car already to set the camera up, then step out the car with my shopping bag and then come back in the car. It's embarrassing as someone watches you, but luckily no one's here, hopefully. It is now 10 past or 10 to 2. So I thought, what a great time to actually talk about the one thing that I think a lot of people are questioning, and that is, why did I move to Bikini? I feel like I need to open a window before I discuss this. So, to begin with, the reason why I kept it so quiet was purely based off, this window needs to be bigger. Whew, I need the aircon. Maybe I'm gonna take this off. Okay, there we go. The reason why I kept it so quiet to begin with is because I had already explained to you guys that I wanted to do wellness, and to be honest with you, I was really scared that people were gonna judge me and that they were gonna basically say like, oh, you realized that you weren't good enough, you haven't given yourself enough time, you've basically quit trying, and all that kind of shit, you know, that like you just think people are gonna say. And even if like you won't say it, there's definitely a few people out there who have an opinion on it, and cool, whatever, like people can have their opinion, but it does affect me when people, you know, talk about me or whatever. And it's just very hard to sometimes, when you do have a following on social media and people follow your kind of progress, you know, the decisions you make aren't always going to be the right ones, but also when we do make decisions, it is really it is scary sometimes, because obviously people will disagree or agree, and you know, saying things out there stay forever. Here's where I'm at. I have only competed in 2 shows. I have only competed in 1 federation, and my goal is to do as well as I can with the time I've got. Another thing that we took into consideration was I am 22 years old. I am a spring bean chicken, even though I feel like 22 is old, but I'm really young and I have so many years ahead of me for my competing life, and I've got such a long time to kind of, you know, go figure out what the hell I want with this. To be honest with you, a few reasons as to why I'm competing in bikini is because I know I'm not wellness right now. Like, I know that I do not have the proportions to compete as a wellness athlete, and I really want to compete in 2 bros, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of how I want to look like for the rest of my life. How is my health going to be affected by what I want to look like for the rest of my life? And to be honest with you, I'm at that point where I could either send it and go for wellness and not compete for a couple more years, and really grow, or I'm at the point where it's like, I'm at that transitional phase where I could go into bikini, see how I do, see what I have got underneath this, see where I line up against these bikini girls, see how I fit in the bikini girl class. If I strive to go straight to wellness, I won't get the opportunity to do this, to be in the bikini category, and this could potentially be the desired look. That I love the bikini look, I love the wellness look, like I love all the looks. Now bikini and wellness are obviously the 2 that I prefer the most, but I will be, if I continue to go for wellness, I'm at that point. I'm not saying I'm too big for bikini because I don't know that, but if I was going for wellness, I wouldn't compete for a couple of years, and then maybe next year I wouldn't have the chance because I am so lower dominant, and that's not what the bikini category look for. That's one of the reasons, because we just want to see how I look like. The second reason would be because I've never competed in a 2 bros competition. I am also financially better this time, meaning that I will be able to compete in a few federations, really get the experience. I've competed in 2 shows. I am not the most seasoned competitor. I did 1 prep and 2 shows and 1 federation, so I really just wanted to get more experience, kind of see where I am, you know, like I want to be on that stage again, and me and Tom feel as though that I could hold my ground on a bikini stage. Like, I feel very confident that I could do that. So the other reason would also be because of business. Now, as many of you know, I'm a posing coach. What it proves to you guys, my potential clients or current clients, that the work that I have to put in to get to A, B and C, the work that I have to put in to make my posing better, to practice what I preach, not to mention, you know, showing that I can do other federations apart from PCA. Is the business strategic part the main reason why I'm competing? No, but it definitely is a part of it. But this season is basically just trying to figure out what the hell I want to do, and I promise you, I probably won't even know after I do this season, but it would, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna enjoy it, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So that's the reason why I went into bikini. It's really hard to figure out where you do fit, and also what you're willing to do to get into a certain category. So all of those things were taken into consideration, and this is where we see fit. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even meant to be prepping currently. My graduation actually fell on the week of when I was meant to compete, so we had to push it forwards so that I wasn't competing or in prep with like whilst on graduation, because that was a really important factor for me. Like, bodybuilding is my life. I live, sleep, breathe it, but there are certain things that I will not sacrifice for it, and I feel like I hold quite a good balance with that, because I feel like I know when personal life should come first. And I think a lot of people forget that their personal life is very important, not just bodybuilding because social media says so. I'm gonna get a few steps in future whilst waiting for the t-shirt, and then I'm gonna collect the t-shirt for Laura because she won the transformation challenge this month, and then I've got my client at 3 o'clock. So yeah. So whoa, that background looks really pale. I have come back from picking up the t-shirt. I also posted it at the same time to get a few steps, and then also had a posing session. So it is now 5:20, and I am actually quite hungry. I have gone 5 hours without eating just because I've been ridiculously busy just doing shit and sorting shit out. So I have literally got chicken and some vegetables with rice, and I seasoned it with paprika, so quite a simple dish. I've got 2 rice and chicken meals, and then so this is one of them, and then I've also got yogurt for later. I've got a business call with my VA, so I'll probably chill after the phone call with this one, her first little feature.
Woo, back on the YouTube.
She's back on the YouTube. My evenings, I tend to just chill out and I don't really do much. We either literally, we sit here, we work until we look at each other and we're like,
I'm done.
We're done. Or we'll know when we're done when we start pissing about, like with each other, like putting like songs on and stuff and just fucking about. I was thinking one day we do before and after. So instead of just constantly doing a client's review,
like your strips are the same.
Yeah.
The content potentially maybe wouldn't have to be the same. So say for example, you just a competing tip, whether it's like something about your bikini.
They look good, but if you look at the professional photos on the Google Drive that I provided you, the lighting is different in every single one. So I have just had my meeting with Summer, and we have finally decided what the fuck we want to do with my Instagram, because it's a little, well, my posing Instagram, because it's a little bit kerfuffled. It's just, you know, I'm not keeping consistent with it. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. It's just not the one. So she is helping me do that and keep up with, you know, clients. This is how much coffee I had today, which is awful. Usually I only have 1 coffee. Yeah, we're just working out basically what we're gonna do per day, per week, to create consistency and obviously to advertise my business and stuff like that. So yeah, super excited to do that because it's going to alleviate some time at the beginning. Hiring someone and training someone is going to take a little bit more time, but I just know that once we've kind of both got into the groove of things and start working with each other a little bit more, we'll have like a really good understanding and things will become like really efficient. It'll be handy because she also does photography, so anytime I have events or like group posings and stuff, she can capture like professional photos whilst I'm working, which we can then in return pop into Instagram as well. So super excited to have her on the team, because to be honest with you, like handing off work is very, very scary, I think, as a business owner, because I'm so particular as to what I want, and usually people's stuff aren't good enough for me if I haven't done it myself, and it's hard to find someone who is willing to work with you and hard for you. She's into bodybuilding, so she kind of already knows a lot, almost everything that she needs to know, so I don't have to teach her what is bodybuilding and kind of the content she understands, which makes my life a lot easier and will make, you know, her life a lot easier, because she's not trying to learn what bodybuilding is, because it's almost unexplainable unless you're in it. It is so fucking late and I've got 1 more meal after this. So the same meal as last time. This time I've created a Filipino dish called adobo, which is soy sauce and lemon juice. And that's literally it. felt like it.
Why?
So this series, oh wow, it's weird. This series is also going to be. Why have you got makeup on, Beth?
I always wear makeup to work.
You don't have work until 6 AM tomorrow. Why are you wearing makeup after your shower?
Right.
So this series is also going to be, well, it's actually going to show you how I make Beth's life so great.
Living hell. I love it when you put my food out in the street. I love it when you put my oats down the toilet. I love it when you threaten to slap me around the face with Greek yogurt. I love it. I love it when you get in my way. I love it when I'm weighing things, like weighing my food, and you just decide to just knock it, just splash it everywhere. So I have to start again and clean it all up. I love it.
Is it not entertaining?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You laugh. She laughs.
I also love all the abuse I get on the regular. Verbal. Physical sometimes.
But who's agreed to live with me next year?
Yeah, fair.
So there must be some positives.
What? Oh! Like, you don't want to put my fucking notes on the toilet now.
Beth. Beth. I will tell everyone on social media. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So everyone on social media.
Okay, so it's very late. It is 5 to 10 PM, quite late. And I'm gonna have my final meal and then I'm going to head to bed. So, final meal is 250 grams of yogurt, Greek yogurt to be precise. Now, I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it fudge, fudgy, or phage? Whichever, I do not care. So 250 grams of this. Then I have, oh, be good if I put the scales on. 2 blocks of dark chocolate. Then I have 20 grams of granola. This is the best type of granola, and I just know this is gonna go soon. It's quite high in fat per like serving, but it is absolutely divine. It's got like honey on it, so 20 grams of that. We have 50 grams of frozen berries. And then to top it all off, 15 grams of whey. This is the best flavoured whey, white chocolate. No one at me or argue with me on that because you are wrong. You can get this from Stubbs. Use my discount code SANAIA10 to get 10% off. I haven't really made it very appetizing or look very good, but it tastes nice once you mix it all together. So it was a very talkative video because I've been told that you prefer them, especially whilst you're doing cardio. So hopefully I did okay. Hopefully it wasn't too bad for you. I am going to do a mixture of different types of videos, you know, in the sense of like some talky ones, some not, just so there's a bit of variance. I know you guys will probably get bored of me talking at some point. So yeah, that is the end of my video. That is what I get up to a rest day. As you can see, it's quite hectic, and it's just because that's how life is. And I don't train, so I have a lot, I basically just put a lot of my admin on these days, but so far so good. I've got my check-in tomorrow, so I have no doubt things are going to change, but yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you for episode 3.